this just beautiful? The person who guesses where I am this morning, where I start from, will win something amazing. How beautiful is this, guys? What a way to start the week. Beautiful. In nature. I hope that you guys can see this. I hope that the signal is good enough for you to experience this. Starting a bit later this morning because I had a bit of a problem connecting because of the signal. But this is just absolutely remarkable. Had a very lucky cup of coffee this morning with very good friends. And it was absolutely worth it. We spoke about a lot of stuff. It's, you know what, it's very important, guys, for you to talk, right? Talk. If you're not feeling like it, talk. WhatsApp someone. Phone someone. And you know what, this is why this, let me just stop and let me just make this so that it stops shaking so much. Sorry guys, my apologies. But this is very shaky this morning. Alright, how's that? Better? Anyway, it's very important, and this is why I'm saying that the importance of this morning drive, of the daily show, the daily drive with Joe every day, has transformed into more than just live news. I've seen people here chat to each other about things that happened in their childhood, and then you realize that these guys haven't seen each other in 20 years. So if you are feeling burnt out, guys, if you're feeling the cabin fever, this is the place where you can come and talk. And while you're talking, have a look around you, check the scenery. Okay, so I decided to try and help everybody to get their minds active and get your mind working a bit. Let's do an online chess tournament. Unfortunately, so far we've only had 2 people who have been interested in the online chess, and so perhaps a friend of mine and I should start the first match and get everybody to see how it works. But I'm going to stop here quickly so that you can see this. I want to show you this view. How beautiful is this view? Isn't that just absolutely stunning? So a lot has happened, right? A lot happened. I took a break yesterday because I didn't want to bore you. You know, going through the same old town that was just had nothing going on really, because everyone was at home. And you won't believe how good it felt to just take a break. Like, I literally avoided my phone the whole day yesterday, and it was amazing. And I just had the time to reset, because I'm stuck in this media thing, which is my life, right? It's who I am, it's what I am. It's not a passion. To say that it's a passion is an understatement. It just kind of dilutes the whole idea of what I do. This is who I am. If you take the media away, then I cease to exist. But there are times when things do get a bit much, right? And you need to unplug. And people, I promise you, unplug a bit. It'll be good for you. So, Mr. Fix, Mr. Fikile Mbalula. The last time that I spoke to that guy in person, we had a bit of a lunch and photographed him on the golf course. He was still the Minister of Sport. Now, to me, becoming the Minister of Sport is what they give you to do when you're like the newbie, right? You're like the guy who just joined the team and you don't know shit. So let's make you Minister of Sport, because that's the least amount of area. Then after that, we'll take you and make you something else. Okay, so how did this guy go from becoming Minister of nothing, sport, because let's face it, the sportsmen in our country have zero support, unless they are rugby players or soccer players. The rest of them, zero support. We've got some of the best athletes in the world. We've got some of the best swimmers in the world. We've got some of the best gymnasts in the world. Zilch, zero, no support whatsoever, not a bit, nothing. Anyway, so he didn't do anything as Minister of Sport. Okay. Then they made him Minister of freaking Transport. What experience does this guy have to be able to make decisions on the transport of this country? I mean, really, guys. Now you're not allowed. You can't really. The truckers, the long haul truckers, what do? Well, they drive 12, 18-hour trips, and they stop and refresh themselves, buy something to eat. You know, now they can't do that because you can't buy cooked meals. So my question is this: we have this temporary homeless shelter at Jetty 3. They get 3 cooked meals a day. Is this going to stop now? Are they going to stop providing these oaks with 3 cooked meals a day? And I asked someone about it. Listen, guys, I'm going to attempt Heinesberg. Okay? If the signal is crappy, please let me know. Anyway, so I asked someone in management, is the how is this new ban by Minister Patel in his infinite wisdom, how is this ban on cooked food going to affect those guys at the temporary homeless shelter? And the answer was, well, you're not allowed to buy or sell cooked food or prepared food. So does that mean that you can give food away? I mean, here we have these so-called food parcels. What a joke is that? It's one little bag of mealie meal, 1 cabbage, a loaf of brown bread, a small oil, a can of pilchards, and bloody washing powder. I mean, what's that? That doesn't make any sense at all. And the government pays $1,200 for every single one of these food parcels. 1,200 rand, guys. And the food parcel itself, I did a bit of a calculation, is about 380 rand. So let's screw up the economy even more and have one app make money and the rest of the people make no money. Let's do that. Brilliant idea, Patel. So the DA and the Vryheidsfront Plus, the Freedom Front Plus, they have now decided that they are going to take on the minister and say to him, listen, brother, you can't just sit there in your little chair and make up these rules as we go along. We, as the opposition, would like to see. We want a legal opinion. We want medical opinion. We want to see what you based your decision on, because it makes absolutely no bloody sense whatsoever. And these ministers are all sitting there, and the one wants to be more important and more powerful than the other. So they're making these ridiculous rules just to be able to control people. That's it. Mr. Fedora should be in bloody prison. I don't think there's anything worse. Actually, you know what? Do you know what's worse than a dictator? A dictator with a chip on his shoulder. That's what I think. And I think that's what makes Mr. Fedora dangerous. So, here we are in the beautiful village of Heinesberg. No fedoras anywhere. And it is very sad to see that. You see this deck here on the left hand side at the red plate? That's normally full. There's normally people sitting there chatting, having a cup of coffee, having lunch. Louis Shangyon's place, Linda and Louis Shangyon over here, they've got the most beautiful little coffee shop with an amazing bookshop. It's empty. People are sitting here normally chatting, catching up with friends. And our good friend Eula, it's her birthday today. Eula Skuman, happy birthday. As we drive through Heinetzberg, I'm feeling that I want to go up here to the cemetery. And now look at this. I normally, look, the village is normally not very busy, right? But now it's like super not busy. And what are these oaks doing? I've always wanted to have a house in Heinetzberg. It looks so nice and quiet and peaceful. And I love the architecture. Oh, well, here's a beautiful home for sale. Maybe I should phone and find out. And look how small these roads are, right? I mean, it feels like you're driving in a village in the UK. Okay guys, are you going to join me for a drive back to Tzaneen? Let's first go and have a look up there. It's a dead end. And the reason why I like to do the live videos, right, instead of the pre-recorded ones, is because live you have the opportunity to interact. Here we are, we're chatting and we're having a lucky ball. It feels like we're outside, actually, isn't it? It feels like we're having a bit of a conversation with old friends. We could have a cup of coffee together, but not together. So let's head back to Tzaneen and see what's going on there. And the signal will be better there. But look at these beautiful houses, man. I really wouldn't mind living here. I could do with this. I mean, inherently I am an introvert. I don't know if you could be an introvert in a small community, but I will try. So while we're making our way back, I really want to thank the BB Motor Group. Look how beautiful this is, guys. So I want to thank the BB Motors Group in Tzaneen. They spent 2 weeks with us. They sponsored us for 2 weeks. If the lockdown had not been extended, we would have been able to carry on a drive with, well, they supported us throughout the lockdown. Nobody expected the lockdown to be extended, and unfortunately, guys, that's how it is, man. Nobody, you know, you can't just, nobody has the funds to keep doing this. So thank you to the BB Motor Group for those 2 weeks that kept us on air, kept us moving. Sorry, I'm just trying to get my bearings here. Anyway, yeah, so now it's just us, guys. You and me, let's hit the road. Maybe they've got some decent music on Craparanda. Let's see. If the signal does cut out, I have to apologize in advance. If it does cut out, I'll just continue when I get back to Tzaneen, okay? Let's see if we got some music and enjoy the scenery. Guys, enjoy. wanted to take the Georges Valley Road, but I can guarantee you there will be no signal there. To me, this is one of the most beautiful routes to drive, not just in our area but in our country. And I really hope that you guys can see it properly. So, speaking of which, if there is anybody who would like to come on board and sponsor one of these shows, leave your details in the in the comment section, or send us a direct message. My team is watching and monitoring, and if any of you feel that you would like to come on board and help us to push through the lockdown, keep you guys informed and keep your eyes on the road and get you out of the house a bit, feel free to do so. You can send us a direct message. It would be really great to build new relationships and to be able to keep on doing what we're doing. We would not have come this far were it not for the BB Motor Group. Incidentally, we're still actually driving with BB because I bought my Ford Ranger from them, so I suppose they're always with us, right? Even in spirit. They have also told us that they are going to come on board with our motoring show, which we will do after the lockdown. It won't be a live broadcast, but it's going to be called Third Gear. And Third Gear, we will have our own version of the Stig, and we'll keep that show going as well for our motoring enthusiasts. Past Stanford Lake College. Stanford Lake boasts the highest above sea level AstroTurf hockey field in the southern hemisphere. And there's an interesting story about the Stanford Lake itself, which I will tell you about a little later. Bridge over here is where I lost a very, very dear friend to a very unfortunate motor accident last year, and her name was Dreyer. So we see some of the essential services are operating again. Guys, the lockdown look, it's changed a lot of things, but I refuse to believe that it's completely ruined us. I refuse to believe that for even 1 second. We will all get through this, and I want all of you to remember, not one of us, not one of you, not me, not one of us is alone in this. We are not alone in this. You are not alone in this. If you guys need to chat, go for it, guys. This is an open platform. Talk, mingle. What it's about, because we're going to make it through this, and the lockdown will be over, and we will get back to our lives even better than what they were before. And the way we can do that is through community. And this here is your daily drive with Joe, and this here is where you will meet new and interesting people, and you can talk. Driving past the Pot and Plow, one of our area's favorite places to go and have a bit of a friends. And that too will open again after the lockdown. We've got Machuba's Kloof Hotel on the right there. They're also closed to the public at the moment, but they will also open. The same with the amazing Bramasole. There are so many amazing and beautiful places in our area. Just need to take the time, guys. I hope that you guys can experience this view. I hope that the signal is good enough. And this afternoon I'm going to start introducing you to my team as promised. So they are watching, and I would like to give all of them a heads up that you are going to be featured today, one of you. So every afternoon show, every daily drive with Joe in the afternoon, I'm going to feature one of my amazing team members, and you can meet all of us. And all of us, we're quite cool though. Some are cooler than others, most are cooler than me. So all of you girls, you're all going to be on daily show with Joe starting this afternoon. You're going to say how's it to everybody who's never seen you before and who don't understand that you are the ones keeping me on the air. So be warned. Hair, makeup, alles. Done. I'm going to make a stop here near the Warriors. I want to show you another hidden gem. You know how many accidents are on this road because people don't know how to handle their vehicles and they come flying down here, you know, thinking it's Kyalami or something. And then also you have a lot of the truckers. Now, there is a misconception that exists where people think that trucks are not allowed on the Machuba's Kloof Road. We, as the media, have been guilty of perpetrating this misconception. They are indeed allowed to drive on the Machuba's Kloof Pass. The problem is that a lot of them do not have the necessary experience to do so. And then they burn up their brakes, they lose their loads, they go over the side, and they just cause big chaos. So when you do drive down Machuba's Kloof, guys, what's the signal like? Right, here, this is what I want to show you. When the lockdown is over, you should do yourself a favor and come and have a stop over here. Let me see if one of the Oaks are home, then I'll tell you all about this place. Okay, there's no one here now. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to speak to Francois and the guys, and then I'm going to make an actual time with them so that we can come back up here and we can actually open the farm stall and you guys can see what they're doing inside here. It's really, really awesome. And it kind of breaks the trip, if that makes any sense. No, there's no one here. But they've got a really cool forest nursery down there. Oh, excuse me. And it's right up. Hey, I've got hiccups, but it's right opposite. It's right opposite the Warriors base camp. And for those of you who want to know more about the Warriors, I did a bit of a video with Francois down at the base camp itself, where they have the international Warriors there and they're doing their thing. Some of our band, Rock Regime, is the band that I play in. Our band members consist of Darren from Vieren from Pest Control Specialists, who you guys also saw in a video where he was doing the antibacterial fogging at OK Mini Market in Tzaneen. Hey, I see behind me, I've got canine security behind me. Welcome boys, welcome, welcome. I think it's Marius driving behind me. Good morning. If anybody is watching that, tell him I say good morning, because I can't take any phone calls now. Anyway, and then it's Halchart de Villiers. He's our frontman and lead guitarist. Then we've got Benny Besaidenout as our bassist and just all-round cool guy who never gets rattled by anything. Anyway, so we've had a number of really cool gigs in this area, and some of the best gigs we've had, two of them, was at the Warriors at Boma at Warriors. And there I saw something amazing with my own two eyeballs. I saw a guy prepare a buffet meal for 100+ people in the cold air, because it was in the winter, outdoors on 8 different braais. This man made chips on the braai, guys. Okay? Slap chips on the braai. I mean, let's get real here. That's a different level of braai master right there. That man's name is George Lewis. And Uncle George, I'm telling you, guys, I've never ever seen anybody do what that man did. And then of course he went over and took over Crawdaddy's, and what happened then was Crawdaddy suddenly became the place to go to have the best burgers anywhere on the planet and the best schnitzels anywhere on the planet. And it's because of Uncle George. And he's also a guitarist, so he digs good music as well. Anyway, so that's Boma. I'm going to make a plan with Francois and them so we can unlock that farm stall next time and show you guys what's up inside there. But at least now you know where it is. Very lucky little pit stop if you're heading out with the family after the lockdown. And the Warriors program is brilliant if you've got kids who don't really know what they want to do after school and they need a gap year. Send them there. They learn some skills, they get to know some really cool people all over the world, because it's an international program. Yeah, so send them there for a year. They're going to thank you for it, I promise you. So what are your plans, guys? What are you planning for when the lockdown lifts? Because it's going to lift. Don't let anybody talk you into a depression. Okay? It's going to lift. We will be fine. You are going to be fine. All of you are going to be fine. Because every other person next to you, virtually, or in real life, is going through this with you. Including me, this guy. just do it. We take it one day at a time, like someone just now said. This thing is just a thing, guys. It's a thing. It's a moment and it will pass. You know, I wish I could read and drive at the same time, but I can't. Sorry, folks, if I'm missing anything. Here we have the Debongeni waterfalls. I would like to take you guys there as well, but it's closed at the moment for some unbeknown reason. It's closed. So, let's just enjoy the drive then, shall we? How's this oak? That oak's enjoying... that oak over there is enjoying the drive. Anyway, guys, like I'm saying, don't let the media and people around you put you into an imaginary state of depression. Talk to people, talk, read, but stay away from the negativity. National and international media, it's good to know what's going on, alright, it is. But don't let them put you into a panic. We will all be okay, all of us. We are in this together. As long as you understand that you're not alone, you'll be alright. Let's hear if they've got some new music going on here. Let's hear. If it's the shit, I'm going to put it off, okay? Hey, turns out it's quite cool. Baby, I'm dancing with the sun. We had a bit of a dip there, guys. Mark, how's it, brother? How's it going? I'm glad you're back. I don't have to go around your house and hoot. Mind you, I might just do it anyway, you know. Okay, I suppose the signal will... Guys, the signal cut out, so I started a new video. I just wanted you to see that actually stopped me. We stopped by a roadblock, and as you can see, they are inspecting the taxi. They're getting all the people to climb out of the taxi. The police actually asked me for my permit and for my press card, and I couldn't show you. We missed it because the signal has been so cuck. But they're stopping the taxi. Brilliant, we have victory, guys. Please tell me that you saw the first bit of this video, the first bit of this live stream. Please tell me that you saw that. Right, I'm going to try again. For some reason, Facebook is not allowing us to do live today. I mean, it's quite strange, right? I mean, up in the mountains there, I had perfect signal. And now you're back in Tzaneen, and it cuts out every 10 seconds. So, I hope that you guys can see this. What you may have missed, and please, I think I've got a 2-second video of it. I was actually stopped. Can you believe it? We have victory this morning. I came into Tzaneen off the R71, and guess what? I was stopped by a police officer at the roadblock. They asked me who I am, where I'm going. I showed them my permit, I showed them my international press card, and they said cool. And if you go look on that video, which is before this one, you'll see they even stopped taxis, and they were taking all the people out of the taxi. So I'm hoping that you guys could see that, because it was absolutely amazing. I even said to the police officer, thank you for stopping me, actually. Anyway, Tzaneen is very, very busy today, guys. I see the tire places are open. There's a car dealership that's open. There's people looking at cars. I don't know. Is this lockdown over? What's happening? And here we have Super Quick is open. Got Build It is open. So do we really have a lockdown anymore? I don't know. I see a lot of cars. I see a lot of traffic. I see lots of pedestrians. Yeah, there we go. Build It is open. Meswiqua Paint is open. Jack's Paint is open. Let's go see what it looks like in the center of town. I really hope that you guys can see what's going on, and I hope that the signal lasts, because this is like the 700th video I'm trying to make, and I'm so actually pissed off that you guys didn't see me get pulled over. That was quite cool. Pulled me over at that roadblock. That was lucky. But they should have been doing this from the beginning, but they freaking haven't. Okay, let's drive through Donahue Bar Street. See the hustle and the bustle of Tzaneen as everyone returns to normal. Because, guys, quite obviously no one read the memo. Like, lockdown, guys. Hello, lockdown is actually 2 weeks extended. Did you guys not get the memo? Why are all these businesses open? Look at Donahue Bar Street. This is the main street in Tzaneen. It's packed. It is packed. And I feel so bad for these food guys that can't do business. Because now that idiot has decided, and yes, I can say it, because you know why? It's a democracy. And I pay his freaking salary. That Patel. Where is the common sense there? Wait, sorry, that's my first mistake. I assumed that he had common sense. How can you say that no prepared food is allowed? How can you say that? Anyway, look at Donahue Bar, guys. It's business as usual. A&A Supermarket Nizam's is open. They sell plastic wares and plastic tables and chairs. I don't know, is that an essential service? Is it an essential service to have a plastic table and chair? No, it's freaking not. The town is so busy. It's like everyone decided, you know what, screw that. We're gonna open up and just do business, because screw you and your lockdown. And you know what, actually, you know what? Actually, I don't think that I dislike the idea. Because if these ministers are making up these rules as they go along, well then screw you. Actually. I mean, guys, we're back. It looks like the economy is back. Back like my signal. And here we have these guys fixing their vehicles here. Mechanics operating here. How much you want to bet me those guys have parked their vehicles there for sale? How much you want? Okay, so the animal feeds place is open. It looks like... Okay, so those guys have just parked their vehicles there. We have Claw Wheatley. independent state, still open for trade. Look, Claude Wheatley is not as busy as what it is on a normal day. I don't know, maybe the traffic cops were watching the video and they decided, listen, we don't like this guy giving us shit all the time. Let's perhaps go and do a job that we're paid for. Let's go and have a look what it looks like below Tzaneen Mall. While we do this drive, have you guys had a look at some of the photos that I published last night of Donny Hubert Street in the 70s and that menu of Bank Cafe? Did you guys see that? For 95 cents back in the 70s, you could actually get a cappuccino. You could have a toasted ham, cheese and tomato sandwich and a dessert of your choice, and you would have 5 cents to tip your waiter. Well, not anymore. Well, nothing has changed here. I'm pretty sure people are sleeping here at night, but who cares? Who the hell cares? I show you this every day. Here's a guy carrying a Coke, which is obviously an essential item. It's more essential than cigarettes. I'm going to turn around here to show you how busy it is this side, because it's business as usual. I'll tell you what, lockdown. You guys must be joking. I don't know, did anybody tell these guys that the lockdown has been... Oh, the mechanics are working again. Yeah, the mechanics are open. They're open for business. These mechanics here that are ruining the environment, they're busy fixing cars again. This like yeah, is fixing a vehicle. It's business as usual. So the guy who's driving a Mercedes, right, he doesn't go to Merck to actually fix his vehicle. He will come and stop here by the informal mechanics. Come and fix the vehicle here. Same with that guy. What? I'm actually just going, do I? No. So, I'm going to take a right turn here. Everyone that you drive past puts a finger up. I'm tell you something. Right, so here is another example. What is this bucky loaded with? Now look how busy it is here, right? Now this bucky is loaded with fizzy drinks, Coke, chips, sweets, chocolates, all extremely essential items. Yeah? Same with this bucky. See a lot of essential items there. This shop is open, he's selling eggs, okay? Now eggs I can understand. B&A Motor Spares, they're open here as well, you see? People lining up in queues to come and buy motor spares. Now the rules state that you can sell motor spares and you can sell tires to vehicles that can prove that they are essential service vehicles. Hey, what do I know? Let's take another trip through here. We'll go through the other lane this time. You'll see what I'm saying, that it's business as usual. These people are just driving wherever they want, going to shop. There's traffic in Tzaneen during the extended lockdown period. I'm going to turn right here. We go up because now we've seen the mechanics there that spill the oil wherever they want to, throw motor spares around. this corner bakery is operating again. Guys are walking out there with cool drink, fizzy drinks. Fizzy drinks, incidentally, Health Department, South African Health Department, South African Minister of Trade and Industry, in your glorious decision-making processes, have you taken into account that if you want to stop people from buying cigarettes because it's not an essential item, then you should stop selling all non-essential items? Coke, chips, Fanta, huh? Right, let's go down here where Boxers parking lot is packed to capacity. I see a policeman there in civilian wear. I see those two police officers also. Here we have that great big police transport again. In the back of that police transport, I just saw two very big bags of feed, chicken feed. I don't know if they're well, they're using the state vehicles for chicken to transport chicken feed, because they're allowed to move around. They're doing the shopping for everyone back home. Eskom has the audacity to say that, sorry guys, we missed this opportunity to do some crucial maintenance during this lockdown period. We're very sorry, but we didn't have, there was no international travel allowed, so we couldn't bring in any expertise. Eskom, are you saying that in this country we don't have any technicians with the expertise to be able to fix or maintain your infrastructure? Is this what you're telling us? Or is this a very subtle way of saying that your Chinese masters couldn't send any technicians here? Right, I'm going to turn right here quickly, show you guys this. Look. How's this? How's this for overloading? Huh? How's that? You guys see, let's just pile everyone onto the taxi. Mr. Builder's open. Is all the hardware stores now open again? All the hardware stores have just decided that they're open. It's business as usual. How's all this traffic, guys, for a lockdown? How's this? Hey, there goes a white Ford Focus. Maybe it's coming from the industrial area. Maybe it's mine. It's only been at this specific mechanic whose workshop we drove past last week. Can you guys remember? It's only been at his workshop for like 3 years. Maybe that's it. Hey, maybe he's working as well now. Maybe he'll fix it. IQ is open. IQ is in full operation there. Sugarloaf's parking lot is packed. Let me show you. Let's go up here. Sassel is also busy today. All these guys with their big cars from Joburg. It's always funny, right? You drive a R1 million BMW and then you go and park it there by your one-room RDP house. Should we go check out the hole in the wall? Look at this. What lockdown are we referring to again? Oh, the extended lockdown where you're supposed to stay at home. Is that the one? Is that the one we're referring to? Because Magic Build is open and they're doing business. See on the left here? Yep, Magic Build is open. They're doing business. Build It is open. Mr. Build is open. So it would appear to me that this lockdown, Trophy Tires is open. It would appear to me that this lockdown is aimed only at certain people, a certain demographic, by the looks of it. Here we are at the back of Crossing Center, where the Fedora came prancing over, taking selfies with all of his fans. Nothing happening at the hole in the wall today. Taxi rank itself isn't very busy. See the blood bank? South African National Blood Service. They're operating as well, which is quite funny, because how will they know? Maybe they take blood from someone that's tested positive for the coronavirus. I don't know, I'm not a medical doctor, but it doesn't make sense to me. Right, folks, I'm sorry about the signal this morning. I'm sorry that we had to make 70 different videos for you to see what's going on in your town, in your surroundings. I hope that the start this morning through Magubas Kloof and a little bit of Heinesberg, I hope that helped. I was very fortunate this morning. I had a cup of coffee with two close friends of mine, Nina van Heerden and Guy. We had a lekker chat. They took me for a drive through the most beautiful gardens. They have a wonderful place called Sequoia Gardens, and had the most beautiful morning there with a cup of coffee. Great scenery, and I was hoping to share some of it with you, and I hope that you guys did at least enjoy that. So we've seen did you see Lifestyle Center? Did I show you Lifestyle Center? I think I did. In the event, guys, it's been fantastic. Please continue to support our page. Get your friends to like and follow. Also head over to YouTube. Go and subscribe there to our channel so that you can get all the videos that you've missed. You can watch them there. You can also see videos from 2011, all the way back then. Yeah, you can see the moment that the Lifestyle Center actually opened. It's on there, the opening of the Lifestyle Center. It's also on there. They have fire dances and whatever else. And then we have a video there showing the Tzaneen Dam overflowing. And yeah, there's a whole bunch of other really cool videos there too. And if you prefer to not read a lot, and you know, videos take a bit of time and you've actually got other things to do, then head over to Instagram. Follow us at Bulletin TZN. Both Lulof de Jonge and myself, we are award-winning photographers, and we post our best images there. So go ahead, go follow us there. And remember to join me this afternoon for the drive between 4 and 5. It even rhymes, it sounds so cool. Fantastic. Enjoy the rest of your day. If you guys see anything interesting happening, please send me a message. Tell me, I'll go out there, I'll take a drive. Who knows, maybe I'll get stopped at another roadblock, which was quite cool this morning, and you missed it. If you did, it was like at 10 seconds that the signal came back. Have a look for it on our timeline on this page. And keep well and be safe. And remember, guys, you're not alone in this. Right? We're all going through this. We're going to make it. All of us together. See you this afternoon. Ciao.